Hello and welcome to the Medit8 Trauma Relieving Meditation course. I am Angela and will be your guide throughout the session. This third and final session will aim to continue your introspective journey to identify and alleviate the weight of trauma on your psyche with the help of cognito-behavioral psychology. First, make sure that you are in a place of comfort with no distractions around you and that you feel at ease with yourself and your surroundings. Now then, let's begin by setting your breathing rhythm. As you slowly breathe, feel your heartbeat gradually slow down to a calmer level. Hear that your thoughts are slowing down and are having less of an impact on how you feel. Let my voice be your guide. I want you to imagine your brain, this labyrinth of interlocking paths that send information from one place to another in an instant. I want you to feel every single little connection that you can see, every neuron firing off an electric pulse that sends information, the different feelings that are associated with each neuron and what it does. Feel these connections and maybe realize that while some of them are intrinsic, not all of them come from the birth of your brain. Some of them you have learned. See these behaviors under a new light through the neurons that make up each of their little reactions, the catalyst to these reactions. And start noticing some repetition, patterns in your brain, repetition of different behaviors that you know, that you can feel, that you can recall. Now, recall a behavior, one that perhaps doesn't sit quite right with you, not one you like, one that maybe has a more negative connotation for you. I want you to focus on this behavior as much as you can. Through this concentration, try and find in your brain the neurons associated to it. Find the region in which it lies. Make an effort to try and find them, these neurons that associate your behavior to its different components, the reaction to a stimulus, and whatever you were thinking about it when it happened. When you do eventually find these neurons, see them function, see the individual cells and the associations that they make, see how they work in tandem as the behavior exhibits itself. Look at the reactions, the associations, study it as closely as possible. Watch the pattern unfold and let yourself feel anguish over that behavior that you wish maybe to eradicate. Now that you've familiarized yourself with the behavior, try and materialize it outside of your brain. Look at it in action. First, try and see how it came to be, its origin, whatever stimulus first made it into being. Then try and see every time that this behavior was exhibited after that. This unpleasant behavior that you may have the desire to change, is it perhaps bad? It could be, but there's not much you can do to get rid of it. As you may see in your brain, The neurons, they are there, deep rooted, and they're not going anywhere. They are a part of your brain as much as the rest of them are. And so, your best bet is to recontextualize it, find new meaning to it, accept this behavior as a part of you, then shape it to be your own. Do not let it have control over you. Do not let it shackle you to the ground. You may own it, maybe reshape it a bit, have it be a little different, but still at its core the same. In other words, make it yours. With that, slowly drift back to reality, drinking the noises, the sights, and wake up. This concludes the session and the meditation course. The last episode will be a retrospective on the course as a whole. Until then, stay at peace.